Because you're a gross weirdo.
If you're hearing our voices, that means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where we watch the worst movies from trailer to end credits, scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared.
I know it's a new year, but we're not. Those aren't directed at me, right? Just to make sure.
No.
Okay.
Completely unrelated to you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't. You're not convincing me.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah, we survived. Yay. Another one.
Who's changing the topic? Another year older, another year wiser.
Other stuff. A year broker.
Yep, that's right. For those of us past our earning years.
That's right. That's it. Okay, so yeah, Happy New Year. We're back with a new year and a new movie. Look at that.
That's right.
Yay.
Great work.
See how I did that? Brought it all together. So do tear down. So we're gonna do the trailer trash, first trailer trash of the year. And we are going back to back Lohan.
That's right.
The Lohan-assance is in effect, even though this came out in 2009.
Yep. Double dipping in Lindsay Lohan. Start the new year off right. I'll say that since it's Happy New Year, it's a good reminder for people. I'm pre-reminding them before I remind them again. This is a fan suggestion coming in from Emily. So thank you, Emily, for telling us about this terrible movie. You can do that too, but I won't spoil how you do that until later. So keep listening. See, I'm doing multiple things at once here.
That's great. You're teasing people to do something. You're teasing people about something that they need to do for us in a minute, which we're going to tell them about.
Exactly. That's
great.
Exactly right.
I love that. It's called listener retention, right? Because maybe they'll stick around for a little longer. But hopefully, they won't be too disappointed with what you're going to tell them.
That's right. Probably, I'm sure they won't be.
No, probably not. All right. So before we get there, what movie are we doing here?
We are doing the most 2009 movie of all time, seemingly labor pains.
Oh boy, yeah. New year, new baby. That's what we're thinking. New year, new baby. Yeah, it looks very.
That's right. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well,
I was gonna say it's almost got the quality of like the hottie or naughty kind of level of quality. Like it's
Yep. Big hottie or naughty energy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, 2009, but come on, we can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's definitely got that. I was gonna say if there's anything we've learned from New Year's Eve? Question mark. Yeah. There's some big award for the first baby of the new year. So
that's right.
Maybe Lohan will have our first fake baby of the new year.
Yeah, maybe.
Won't be the last. I'm sure. But yeah, that was that movie, right?
Yeah, no, that was that one. Yeah, that was the whole thing about them racing with Seth, what's his face there, and those other people that were in the movie.
Good plug for other episodes, as always.
So what is this movie about?
Yeah, so the premise here, speaking of fake babies, a young woman pretends to be pregnant in order to avoid being fired from her job.
Yikes.
When that gets her special treatment by everyone involved in her life, she tries to keep up the lie for 9 months, which
that's
big yikes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Listeners, be true to yourselves. If you make one resolution this year, make it that.
Yeah. Don't be sorry, be better, and be true to yourself.
Don't pretend you're pregnant.
Don't pretend you're pregnant, because that's just not good for anyone, especially the baby.
That's right. The fake baby will.
Big baby would just be so sad when they come out and realize that they're not real. It's just mean. Okay. Well, before we get into the trailer, do you have any fan service for the new year?
Nope. And so that's the part that I was teasing us about.
Oh, right. Here it is. It all comes back together. Nice setup and payoff. That's what they call that.
That's right. Emily didn't send us an email suggesting this movie, but you can send us an email suggesting us other movies, or you can send it about anything, literally anything.
Yeah.
Just say hi.
Yeah.
Make it a one word.
Yep.
I'd like that.
I like it. It's nice and short, to the point.
Yeah. We've promoted using ChatGPT before. You can still do that. It's gotten even smarter.
Yeah. By this point, it's probably taken over, the world.
Pretty close. Yeah. So listeners, please, 2024, start over, your new year on a new leaf.
Yeah.
Send us an email.
Yeah.
It's thismeetsthat@gmail.com. We would appreciate it.
I like it.
We'll read it in a segment.
Great.
Should we talk about the trailer?
I think we should. Let's tear it. Let's trash this thing. So this thing comes in a hot start, mega hot start. Like, whoa.
Hot, confusing.
Yes. Yes. Hot, confusing mess. I'm not even sure how to begin this. It's weird to describe what happens in the first like 2 seconds, but it's basically her just going to work. But it's like intercut kind of yeah, right? I don't know. Because then there's a shot of her like in a crowd smiling with people. I'm like, I don't get what. But the long story short is we got a movie voice guy.
We do have a movie voice guy. She's like, isn't she also like delivering food to an old guy or something like that?
I don't know. I'm not even sure what she like. I didn't know what she does, and then she's an associate editor later. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, but anyway, you're right. Voiceover guy shows up. Not our usual voiceover guy.
No, this is definitely the 2009 guy. It's a new guy.
Budget voiceover.
Yeah, it's budget.
Howdy or naughty voiceover guy.
Yeah, poor man's movie voice guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's basically telling us like, hey, this is a story about a girl who pretended to be something that she wasn't and discovered herself along the way.
Classic. A tale as old as time.
Jesus, so many words there.
I am the girl.
But yeah, and then it's just shots of her heading out to work and her at work and her in a crowd of people and maybe delivering something. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it rewinds.
Yeah,
and that's where it's like, is this gonna come back later? Are we gonna?
I don't.
Nope. It's never used for effect. What is this for? Why do you do this?
I don't know.
Right? That's okay. I just wanted you to validate me that I'm not crazy. They don't like bring this back again. No,
and it's it's baffling. It's absolutely baffling. I don't get.
Okay.
Why do we need to do the quick shots and then do a rewind shot of her going? I guess just to show us how shitty her life is or something. I don't know. Because we rewind all the way back to her at home. She's coming downstairs and it's like landlord's like, hey, rent.
Right.
And she gives the old, I'll have it to you on Monday. Because that,
behind the scenes. Yeah.
Yes. Because in 3 days, you're all of a sudden just going to come up with, $15, $16, $1,800. I don't know. It's in Burbank in 2009. What was rent like back then there?
Ooh. Burbank 2009 might not have been bad, actually.
Yeah.
Think about this. 2011. I was renting downtown Chinatown in Boston for $900 a month. So.
Oh, the dream place. Ugh.
Those were the days.
Yeah, those were the days. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not that like you could find this money in 3 days, but
yes, but
it'd be tough.
It'd be tough. It's not happening easily. And we got a title card, Millennium Films, which we know Millennium Films. They do stuff.
I believe they do.
So yeah, so life is pretty hard. She's trying to get rent. She can't get that. And then we get her showing up to work. Movie voiceover guy pops in again. He's like, life isn't going according to plan.
Yeah. Her name is Thea Kea. The voiceover guy says Thea. In the movie, they mostly say Thea. I know that name is Thea. I've seen that name before.
I don't. Yeah. I call it Thea because you know how I pronounce things.
The A. Yeah.
Yeah.
The A.
The A. The A.
But voiceover guy for some reason. Thea Cahill. Life wasn't going according to plan.
Yeah. Thea. Okay. Yeah.
Let's go with Thea.
Thea. I'm on board with that one. And then she shows up to work and get the lady at the front desk just giving her a hard time, being like, ugh.
Alarm clock busted.
Shut up.
Get off me.
Yeah, get off me, Karen.
She seems like exactly that type of front desk lady.
Yeah. And then she shows up and we got Chris Parnell there, SNL alum, as the boss giving her shit about being 4 minutes late. It's 9:03. Or it was 90. Yeah, it was 9:03. They agreed on 8:59.
Mm-hmm. Pretty funny.
Yeah. And then we cut to her hanging out with Cheryl Hines there from
another confusing scene because I was like, wait, we're smoking in the bathroom now?
Yeah,
what year is this? 2009? Like this feels like more like 1987.
Yeah. Or even like the 90s or something, right? Because that you can smoke in places in the 2000s, definitely, right?
You definitely can't. Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
People notice. People notice when you smoke cigarettes inside.
Yeah, they definitely do. So yeah, her coworker friend Cheryl Hines there from tell us the name of that show.
Yep.
With
Married with Children.
Oh god damn it! With oh Jesus Christ!
Is she the ketchup one?
Kirby Enthusiasm. She plays
that's right.
Larry David's wife.
Great job.
So yeah, she gets Cheryl Hines there, and they're complaining about the boss.
Yeah, I think Cheryl Hines is a friend of the pod, right? Because
is she?
I think we've had this discussion before, and I was like, "Who's Cheryl Hines?" And you were like, Curb Your Enthusiasm and a million other things.
I wonder what other movie, what movie is she in that we had done? Huh?
I don't know, listeners. This is another good.
It's time for you to
prompt.
chime in and to do something.
Time for you to shine.
Time for you to get involved.
Well, I quickly Googled and I don't see it. Anyway, regardless.
Irregardless.
Smoking cigarettes in the bathroom.
I mean, come on. That's what the cool kids are doing. So they're smoking, complaining about the boss, and like Lohan's just like, I just hate him. And apparently Parnell is in the men's room, which is either above or below, but he's listening outside the window and can hear her complaining. So he just blasts into the women's room. He's like, what up?
Creepy.
Yeah, a little creepy. You can't just go to a women's room like that.
Right.
And he's like, get out of my office right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, trying to backpedal, trying to save her job there. And Parnell is just enjoying this moment. He's like, I'm about to do it, and fires her. You're fired.
But she's got a rebuttal.
She does. She hits it right back to him.
I really need this job because I'm pregnant.
I'm pregnant. And it's yours, Annie. It's yours. No, she didn't say that, but yes. So she's, so here we go. She's set herself up a lie here that she's pregnant. And then there's a quick shot of her.
Zany rom-com music kind of starts.
Yeah, right? Kind of like it's really going, right? And it's like quick shot. Yeah. It's like quick shot of her wearing like fake belly thing, she's and all like the whole office crew comes around there. Everyone's like excited that she's pregnant. And then you get Yep. And then you get some old guy who's maybe delivering the funniest line in the trailer. Again, that's a benchmark because I don't think this is gonna be very funny, but
it's low. Don't look at me. I never touched her.
It's like, all right. Is that where we're headed? That's where we're headed with this one?
It's this kind of movie.
2009, right? Different time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then we get like the only other, pregger lady in the office makes like, I just at least waited till I got married because what you're doing is sinful.
Yeah, but good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve. That's
Christmas
the movie
Eve.
Bringing it all back. Speaking of the Eves.
Yeah, Christmas Eve. Wow.
Yeah. Sorry.
That was so long ago, I think.
It was. Listeners, go listen like 2 years ago to Christmas Eve. Yeah. Now friend of the pod, Cheryl Hines.
Yeah. There we go. All right. So then life is turned around for her. Being pregnant, she gets all these great things now. Right? Everyone's being nice to her.
On the bus.
Seeing the bus. Landlords, hey, take your time with that rent. I don't have to pay taxes or worry about other payments and mortgage payments.
Which, as we all know, true.
True. And we get like the creepo coworker. He's like calling her Kate Moss and like asking to touch her bump. And Cheryl Hines is like, no.
Yeah. The creepy nerd at work. He's just like, I don't know. Like, hard to believe you're pregnant when you're out here looking like Kate Moss. And maybe if I touch it, I can feel it. And thankfully, Cheryl Hines is there to slap that hand out of the way.
Yeah. Get out of here, and calls him what he is, a creep.
A gross weirdo.
And then this trailer is like all over the place. And then we end up at a party.
This is when I got confused.
Yeah. So then we're at a party and they pull up in like a good old Ford Bronco. It looks like her and a friend of hers, I guess, who she says like, hey, can you pretend to be, the father?
You have to pretend to be the father.
Yeah. So then they go to the party. This guy is definitely high. He's high as a kite.
Sure. Nothing wrong with that.
No. Hey, nothing wrong with that at all. But he is. And we meet the real love interest, I think, of the story, Nick.
Gotcha. This is where I stopped following. I was like, is that her boss or love interest or both?
Or both. I don't know either. Cause like later on he like promotes her to something. And I'm like, wait,
right. That's where I was like, I thought Chris Parnell was the boss.
I thought so too. And then we also know there's a safety tip. Don't date your boss.
Yeah.
Right. So
that's in there, I think, right?
It's definitely in there. So we're at the party and he's being high and saying hi to Nick and does a stupid like handshake thing that's supposed to be funny, but it's not. And then we're back at the office and then she's got ideas about this pregnancy book. And she's telling Nick like, hey, you should organize a chapters like a pregnancy.
Yep. See now, right. That's when I was like, what's happening? Who's this guy? Yeah. And the voiceover guy is helping me out, kind of being like, well, now she's gaining popularity. Okay. I get it. They like her now.
And he's like, hey, I've been so impressed with all your work. Like, I'm going to make you an associate editor now. Boom. Just like that.
Promotions do not happen like that in the real world.
No, they don't. They do not.
Maybe they should.
And then we cut to like a lunch-in thing. And it's Nick, it's her, and then some other woman who we weren't introduced to at all. But she's like, she's writing a funny book and she's about pregnancy, whatever.
Right before that, she does like a big photo shoot with a bunch of other pregnant women and stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Which I don't know why, like for the cover of the book, but
yeah, but maybe that woman. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Maybe I missed something.
That's when they go, and living large. That's the saying.
Because, God.
Oh, okay.
She's pregnant. Okay. Cool. Great. And then the other one's like, hey, you should come to this birthing class I have tomorrow or something. And then we get birthing class awkward moments, which, again, don't really land.
Yeah. I mean, they're just like, are you uncomfortable? Yeah, extremely. And it's justifiable.
Yeah.
We all are.
And then she's hitting home runs. Then we're cutting to her playing on the company softball team and just hitting home runs. Hey, when you're pregnant, I guess all this awesome stuff happens to you. Like,
yeah. Now,
I don't think so.
I could say a thing or two about company softball as a former star company softball athlete.
You definitely can.
I'd like to say this is a high profile gig, and like, if you're pretending to be pregnant, maybe you shouldn't go out there for the company softball team.
That's probably not a good idea, right?
It's going to be more obvious.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ridiculous. But she's like running bases, high-fiving everyone, and you're like, you can't do that.
Come on. Come on. And then we got like a walk and talk with Nick at night. It looks like they're going on a date. And then she's walking on the street and she spots the book, like in the bookstore or something, where the preggers are, right? And then we're immediately on a TV show with Janine Garofalo. Like, what is?
Yeah, which that's another hot tip for you. Not necessarily a safety tip, but like if you're pretending to be pregnant, not only should you not join the company softball team, you should not be on TV.
Yeah,
promoting a book about pregnancy.
No. Now you're deep into your own lies here, and it's all going to come back and hit you in the face, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a classic. What's that guy's name on Oprah? That they did the Towelie spoof of on South Park, but I left.
Oh, I don't know.
A million little fibers. It's the name of the book is not. It's like A Million Little Pieces or something like that. And it was that guy who like wrote this self-help book that Oprah was like raving about, and it was on like she made a whole episode about him and interviewed him and everything else. And then he came out afterwards and was like, actually, none of that happened.
Oh, was like, man, what? Yeah, the great con.
Great con.
That's good. Good for him. And the rest of us are trying to actually do something real. That's great. Good for him.
Right. Yeah. So I guess we'll just go f ourselves then.
Seriously, 2024 has already started off on a great foot.
Anyway.
Yeah, when you're at the bottom of the hill, can you go any further down?
You sure can. We'll find out.
You sure can. And listen to us as we completely go off the cliff in 2024. Mm-hmm. All right, and then we're in an apartment somewhere, and we got Cheryl Hines and some other woman who we haven't met telling her like, "Hey, you gotta come clean here." Yeah. So
took him long enough,
and she's like, "I will." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
She won't.
No. Then there's like a quick, like it looks like a preggers party at work. They're throwing confetti or something. I don't know.
I think it's called a baby shower.
Baby shower. That's it. Preggers party is a better one. That's got a more of a better
alliteration. It does have that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. There's like a pretend labor situation. You can see like some guys wheelchairing her into the hospital, and she's like breathing.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah.
That's not gonna
end well. No.
And then this guy who's her boss, maybe Nick. The guy who promoted her, kisses her at the park.
Yeah, on the bench there, which
that's nice.
That's good for you. And she goes on about how like her life doesn't suck because basically she's preggers.
It is our second movie in a row where somehow she is not the only star of this movie, but also gets the only billing in the trailer, where voiceover guy just says Lindsay Lohan. Like nothing else, nothing before or after. Lindsay Lohan.
That's it.
All righty.
Okay. All right. And then we get a bad joke about how she feels like she's wearing a condom on her stomach. And Cheryl Hines is like, you trust me, you don't look like you've ever been near a condom or something. So it's like,
which I think that was the funniest joke, I think, for me in the trailer.
Yeah. I guess, it was.
But again, the bar is
low. I know what you mean. Yeah. And then we're back at the pool party, and her high friend pushes her into the pool. That's not going to be good for if you're pregnant, fake pregnant.
I think that's I mean, it's time for us to prognosticate anyway.
It is.
But I think that's when there's going to be a climax of the movie.
Yeah. And then we get the title card and movie voice-over guy. He gives us the old labor pains.
So wacky.
Oh, good Lord. Okay. So yeah, there we are. We made it. Prognosticate with Jared and Russ.
I think it's going to be one of those where we get the movie like by the trailer is like halfway done. Like I think that like pushing her in the pool thing is like maybe half of the movie because then she has to like make it up to everyone the second half. I think it's going to go that way, right?
Yeah. Where, that's a little more realistic kind of, like, yeah.
How long can you pretend to be pregnant for?
Yeah, you can't. I mean,
90 minutes?
Yeah. Well, this movie's an hour and a half, so yeah, I mean.
Right? You can't. It's too long.
It's too long. It's too long.
So I think that's part of it for sure.
Okay.
I hadn't gotten too much further in ideas otherwise.
I think what's going to end up happening is that there is going to be this reveal. I think you're right. And everyone's going to be like, oh, man. But then they're actually going to find out that she actually is pregnant. And yeah.
With that guy's baby, maybe?
Yeah, Nick's baby. But I think it's going to turn into more of like maybe a Rosemary Babies sequel. It'll be Thea Cahill's babies, you know, like one of those
the baby's
things.
Evil. Yeah.
And then the baby's evil. Yeah. And then the rest of the movie is like kind of turned into that situation.
Yup. I like where your head's at. Like maybe we head towards Alone in the Dark. Maybe
yep.
The evil baby is the Lord of the Underworld where those monsters live. I don't know.
Okay.
Think about.
Yep. And maybe the baby grows up to live at that orphanage because at some point the mother goes on a crazy drug bender, right? And can't take care of the baby. The father dies because the mom kills him. Now the baby's got to go live in an orphanage in the middle of nowhere, alone in the dark.
Yep. If I've seen it once, I've seen it twice.
I know. I mean, that's
yeah. Cheryl Hines, Christian Slater, kind of the same age.
This all could work out. So that's where I'm going. I'm going that she actually finds out that she is pregnant halfway through the movie when they all discover that she isn't, that she's been faking it. But then she's like, no, I really am pregnant. And no one believes her and kind of shames her into thinking that she isn't. And that's what makes her kind of go crazy. Kills the husband, Nick.
Demon spawn, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then that'll be.
Love it.
Come on. Like, new year, new us? No. It's same. It's just a good old fashioned same old us.
Crushing it. This is going to be a classic ITMT.
2024 is looking up right now. Okay.
That's right. You know what? We should kick it old school. I know we've been talking about revolutionizing the pod. Oh, we got to monetize the pod. We got to do, you know what?
No.
We'll just kick it old school. We'll do what we always do.
Do what we do.
Bring you the content you crave.
That's it. Our promise to you that will probably break. But hey, it has to start as a promise and there has to be hope. And then you get broken. So it's all part of the life cycle.
We're the Brondo of podcasts. We're what you crave.
I love it. I'm actually pretty excited about that prognostication.
Me too. Great work.
Yeah, great work, team. As always, 2024. Awesome.
It seemed like no other.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, come on. Pippen and Jordan, Stockton Malone, Jared and Russ.
And Jared. That's right.
So yeah, we each said our other names first there. That's how it works.
Deferential. That's how we're good partners.
Maverick and Goose. No, Maverick and Iceman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Goose dies. We don't want no one's dying.
Dead,
yeah, we don't want that. That's not good.
Now we spoiled Top Gun. Sorry, listen, if you haven't seen Top Gun.
Yeah, sorry. Whoops.
It's been like 40 years.
Yeah, you should have seen that one. All right. Well, okay. We're wrapping this one up.
I think so.
All right, let's do it. Thanks everyone for listening. Thanks for making it to 2024 with us. And this year, all the promises we made last year, this year it's going to be those plus maybe one or two throughout the year.
That's right.
Just bring it
more
up
promises.
More promises. All right. So don't worry about it. So just stick around.
Some of those came true. We launched a store last year, a t-shirt store.
That's true. We did launch a t-shirt store. We also have buttons or pins and stickers. Like we do have some things.
That's right.
We didn't hit all of them. We didn't hit the music album. We didn't hit the music tour.
The game,
some of the fashion stuff, some of those promises too. But hey,
fashion. I think fashion. We did that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. With the shirts. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Damien Marchetti is here. He's happy. So yeah.
We still pay Damien.
We aimed high, delivered low, and you should all be happy. So
that's right. You get what you get, and you don't get upset.
That's right.
The ITMT motto, of which we have many.
You can't just have one motto. All right. Well, so thanks for listening, and stick around for the rest of this year because it's going to be awesome. We'll be back next week with a full breakdown. In the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram, which is it's gonna be active this year. It's gonna be active this year. So stay fired up, get it, on it, go it, listen to it, and right ITMT Pod on Twitter. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to podcasts. We're on YouTube, and we're everywhere. We are literally everywhere at this point. We are everywhere. We are everywhere. So this year we're going global. We're trying to hit all the countries. We want downloads in all the countries. That's what we're doing. Maybe we'll do it regionally. We'll be like,
ITMT goes globalism.
That's what we're doing. So
yep, that's right. That's right. We're in your country too. We're inside you right now.
Right now, in your head.
Yeah. And like Russ said, we're everywhere, including places where you can leave us reviews. Apple and Spotify are some of those places. 5 stars, maybe a nice comment, something like that. Or if you're feeling old-fashioned, you could send us an email. I talked about it earlier. I'll say it again one more time for the guys in the back.
Say it.
It's thismeetsthat@gmail.com, or go to the website, which we already kind of plugged, talking about the t-shirt link, all that other cool stuff.
Yeah.
At this point, 250 something episodes, who knows, hundreds of hours of content, Easter eggs, dare I say Easter eggs? Go back and listen to all the episodes and maybe you'll find out.
There are some. You just have to be patient.
Exactly. Yeah, we've got an egg or two up our sleeves. And you can learn about it at thismeetsthat.com.